So just like any business owner, we always pray for lots of clients, like people should just bombard our business. And this was exact thing that happened since the beginning of this year. And I know a lot of people, you might have noticed that I stopped making YouTube videos. And the honest truth is just that I got overwhelmed. As a single mom, single-handedly raising four kids, that's two twin sets. I have a business. Like, I can even say I have multiple businesses, because YouTube is literally my business, because I meet a lot of people on YouTube, do consultations, sell books. I do a lot on YouTube, and I think it's very this close to monetization now. Aside from YouTube, beginning to have a separate kind of content on TikTok on my personal page. Like, I just want to do something different, like digital skills, how to help women to make money online. So there's so many things on my hand, only for us to now start having this crowded, almost fully booked month from January. And honestly, even though I thought we already have a lot of systems of ground, I'm somebody that I'm very structured when it comes to business. I know how to structure things. But when you begin to have or get answered prayers on some of the things, your prayer points that you prayed on, especially when it comes to clients or customers, it will question a lot about how you've been growing your business. And that was exactly what happened. I had to get back into a lot of things in the business which I already stopped doing. I had to get back into systems, how we coordinate staffs, even how we pay staff, how we do a lot of things. As a matter of fact, there was one of my mentees that met me through YouTube. He might be watching this now. Paul is a business owner in Imo, I think Owerri. There was a time I was consulting with him, and he said something about paying workers per room. Although compared to what we pay here, it is actually even better. Our payment here is smaller, because if they pay per room, a room and toilet with the toilet inside, maybe 5,000 naira. For us here, there are sometimes that some of our workers will finish cleaning a room and clean another room, and we still pay them 5K. But it was not, we were having a lot of problem, because some people were working more than the other people, and it was beginning to feel like cheating to me. The supervisor was having a lot of problem with it. I had to now call him to now for him to explain this thing. That's why I usually say, no matter how well you've got into and what you've learned, there's still what you know is still like a teaspoon in the river of what can be known. And that's how I met this guy. I spoke to him, and he explained some stuff for me on how they pay. And I think that really sink. We're now paying a lot more on how we pay our workers, but it's kind of giving me extra time. Now I can now leave the supervisor to do some things. Some of the system that I feel like we're kind of becoming creative has been put in place. So sometimes you feel like your business is actually going well. You think you are ready to have fully booked business, but at the end of the day, when you really get fully booked, you know that your business is actually chaos. We are actually far from chaos, but we still had a lot of problem that I had to step in and do a lot of things. And honestly, that is why I have not been posting videos lately. Another thing is because kind of a person, I'm a very simple person. The way I'm creating this content, this is how I would love to create my content. In fact, you might be seeing more content like this from me late, often, even when it comes to long videos or short videos, because I find it very difficult to bring in perfection, because I see a lot of content creators, like, you have to be in makeup, all dressed up, and sometimes ideas don't just come to you when you're all dressed up. Like, it just becomes difficult. I'm in a more relaxed state when I'm in less makeup, in very light clothing, just relaxed. I'm not in my house currently. I have a lot of things going on behind the scene in my own life. We are moving to a new place. This is just the store. I had to come and chill here because they're still fixing some things in the new house. So there's a lot of things I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be really serious with you guys. So that's why I've not been making videos, and I sincerely apologize for keeping you guys waiting. I have a lot of ideas on ground that I'm already planning to make videos on, especially personal branding and content creation. I feel this is one thing I believe a lot of cleaning business are lacking, behind on, or even every service based business. But then I decided to make this short video to let you guys know why you've not been seeing me online lately. And I was revising some of my books, because I'm a book person. You should have known that. I was revising this particular book, just going through it, and something just hit me about content creation and marketing. And one of the things that hits me is that most of us complain that, oh, business is not going fine and all of that. But do you ever stop to ask yourself that am I sincerely doing enough for this business to pay me what I expect? Like, if your business was the job, you'd be working in it for like maybe 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Are you working that much? Are you giving your business that much time, effort, money, and everything to expect the kind of result you're expecting from it? And asking myself this same question, this is a moment of truth. I asked myself this question and I graded myself, and I'm going to be explaining some of the results I actually gave ourselves for my own cleaning business, not cleaning products business, not any other business that I'm already starting, but cleaning business. So I rounded it. I said marketing, and I divided marketing because marketing has different branches, as we all know. So there's offline marketing where we have maybe the what do you call it, street boards, all of that, anything, the flyers and all of that. And honestly, I'm going to give myself 30 because from December, January, I did a lot of offline marketing. We created like 15 banners, street boards, and all of that. I think you guys can remember. I think that was November, December. And after that time, since that November, December that we did that massive like 20, I have not done another one. That's number one. Then a couple of people that I placed my banners, like I told them, oh, my banner is here. There are some women that whenever I went to check those banners, we give them tips just to make sure they help us monitor the banner. Some of them called that storm and rain has put down the banner. They've already kept it for us. We should come out. And guess what? I've not sent somebody back there to fix it. And then recently there was a time that one of our supervisors also mentioned something like that. I think two. I forgot. I completely forgot. So I was just remembering today, and I gave myself, out of 100, I gave myself 35 because I just feel like, the offline, I need to work on that. Then let's talk about adverts. I gave myself absolute zero. Since December last year, I have done literally nothing on running ads, and this probably because my November December marketing kind of gave me a lot of clients, and I'm not going to even lie. Since November January, we've almost doubled our revenue from last year. Like, we've more than doubled our revenue. So I've not been really thinking about advert, and this is one of the mistakes that a lot of cleaning business or businesses make. You just feel like, oh, since we are selling, let's just relax on advert. Because you see Opay, you see Apple, the biggest businesses that you could ever think of, Coca-Cola, they are still running marketing. That is because as soon as you start lacking up on marketing, it's like you are dead. You understand? And all these things makes up marketing. Now, another thing is PR. PR is public relation, how you relate with environment, people, how people talk about you, and all of that. We have a lot of people that are referring us, but it's more than just referrals. Remember this carved image that I created, and I said free sweets, book cleaner with cleaning service, one statue that I make. So I placed it in one very big supermarket. It's quite expensive anyway. So I placed it in one big supermarket. We always feel that the basket that comes with that statue with sweets, and anybody that sees that statue takes a picture with the statue and tags us, we repost. So that is public relation, you understand? So that's one major public relation that I feel I can even score myself on. But then for referral and all of that, I decided to give myself 25. I can be very stingy with the score. But anyway, this is just me reminding myself that we still have a lot of work to do. Now, this is me. I expect you guys to score yourself and tell me what to score yourself in the comment section. Now, next is content creation. Now, content creation, honestly, I'm going to give myself 70, 80 because I literally took charge of our content creation since January, February, and there has not been one day that's passed without me posting on my cleaning business page. We are always posting something, we are always showing up every single day, both on the post and on the story, especially on TikTok. In fact, on TikTok, because TikTok is like a, so we literally just post on TikTok. TikTok is my major platform. Like, seldomly I just, we post those videos we've already posted on TikTok, we just post them on Instagram. So majorly I focus on TikTok. So for content creation, I'm gonna give myself 75. That's like distinction. Like, I'm doing fairly okay. I could improve, we could do better, but we're doing very well there. Then I looked at code leads, going out to sites, calling, code calls, and all of that. And that I'll go to score ourselves 10 over 100. Because when I started my cleaning business, this was literally one of the major things I used to do. You understand? But lately, maybe because we get mostly fully booked, Most of the time now, we now maybe have the off days we have in a month. Sometimes it's maybe 6 days or so to rest in a full month. Sure, you understand. So I think this is one of the reasons why we stopped doing that. But then if you are still, lacking on client, I think this is one of the ways. Maybe you can just get a car, maybe rent a car or something, go to all these estates. You can't just be going around, but focus on estates. They're always building houses in estates. So go to estates, meet the building contractors and all of that, and then you liaise with them or code calls if it is okay by you. You can do that. So there are a lot of things that makes up marketing, and we just need to sit down and ask ourselves this honest question sometimes. Are you really doing enough for you to get the kind of expectation you're expecting from your business? Now, another thing struck me when I was reading this book now, and it was something that Alex Omozi said. He said, as a rule of thumb in marketing, if everybody else is doing it, don't do it. I don't know if you can see it. He said, as a rule of thumb, this is the code right there. So if anybody else is doing it, don't do it. And this is in regards to trends. A lot of cleaning business owners want to do trends, especially on TikTok. Any trends that is going on, or even Instagram, they want to jump on it. Now, the problem is not joining trends or trying to do what up. It is doing it the way other people are doing it. Even if you want to jump on trends, make it yours. Make it yours. Don't do the exact same thing that people are doing. You are just going to be the same. And when you are doing the same thing, you are staying in the competitive level. But as soon as you start being different, you start doing your own things differently, you start standing out, you are now above competition. You don't have competitors. You are now like a whale. You are now above competition. You are not, I don't know if you guys understand me. That is a blue ocean strategy. You don't want to be like everybody else, because if you are like everybody else, they'll price you like everybody else. You are all doing the same thing, so I can literally just shop for the cheapest price. But when something stands apart, when you stand apart with some things that you do, people will want to book you specifically because you are different from others. They will not say, okay, compare your price with somebody else's price, because there's something, or there are things that are different about you. And these are some of the things I'll be discussing in the video that I'm going to be shooting tomorrow, which is personal branding. Anyway, that is just me catching up with you guys. Let me know how much you've missed me in the comment, and rate yourself and score yourself. Let me know how far you've actually been handling your business. I'll see you guys soon in my next video.